Well, in this opportunity, I will talk about vertical farms. Vertical farms, uh, by the year of 2050, nearly of 80% of Earth's population will reside in the urban centers. Human population will increase about 3 billion people as time flies. An estimated of million of hectares of new land will be needed to grow enough to grow enough food to feed them. If this will happen if traditional farming practice continue as they are practiced today. At present, throughout the world, over 80% of the land that is suitable for raising crop is in use right nowadays. Historically, some 15% of that has been laid waste by poor management practices. So this is when vertical farm are involved. Just to mention, it is called vertical farm because you are trying to grow more crops on a smaller land area, and this is usually means going upwards into buildings. It normally means that instead of having a single layer of crop on a large land area, you have stacks of crops going upwards. It is also associated with city farming and urban farming. Well, a really interesting question is why we need this. Because you don't need soil for this. You can do it hydroponically. It's good to keep soil out of it. Then you can keep it clean and control the natural cycling and water cycling efficiently. There is a plenty of opportunity for biological control of pests and diseases. Well, you can have high concentration of plants. You can get enough light in there for the plants to grow, and have the recycling, water, and nutrition that I mentioned before. Well, why else do we need vertical farm? Is the need to increase crop yield without increasing the land area for crops. If we can move some of that away from the countryside into the city and get some of that food production close to the high population, then is when we can make a real impact. But there is a problem, as usual. High initial cost is a negative effect that make people change their mind, their way of thinking, and continue with conventional practices. Lack of knowledge is another issue, and people think that vertical farm does not work out, but that's not true. It's a very good way. It's very grateful and efficient. On the other hand, I would like to mention that Zamorano well is already teaching us a little bit about this type of technique that is vertical farm in some of the model. So this is a great opportunity to create it and innovate with new ideas and start working and start changing our way to think and make awareness about what is the real life, right? What we have to do to feed the next generation, right? That is the main point. To conclude, vertical farms is such a good and great technique to vary our production methods. We need to keep in mind that in an early future, we may use it to produce in highest quantities and among quantities of food in efficient ways. But the most important aspect that I would like to mention and I would like to focus is that we need to feed next generation. Thanks. This is my bibliography. Thank you.